Anderson has been an enduring pop culture icon for decades. Now she's getting rave reviews and Oscar buzz for playing a longtime Vegas performer who's not ready to give it up in a new movie, The Last Showgirl. Take a look.
Our show is legendary.
It is, but Razzle Dazzle, it's old. It's the last show of its kind on the strip.
I mean, that's what makes it so special, the fact that it's the last one. It's a show. It's costumes, sets.
Look, it is a dinosaur, Shelley.
I think we're getting noticed tomorrow.
Are you kidding? You heard this from Muffy?
Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Please welcome Pamela Anderson. First of all,
Thank you.
you look good without makeup. I can't believe how good you look without a stitch of makeup.
That is natural beauty.
Well, I got to go for a walk in Central Park this morning and then just, throw something on and come here. You save a lot of time.
You certainly do. The life of a man, really.
I'm living the life of a man.
And yet one of the most feminine women I've ever seen.
So, as I said before, you're getting great reviews for this movie. I watched it last night. You were terrific in it. Really good. And you were nominated for a Golden Globe.
Yes.
Congratulations. She's getting Oscar buzz on top of it. Yeah.
My goodness.
So you've been in this business, what, over 30 years?
Parts of this
Even though
business,
she's
yes.
25 years old.
I know.
How does that work?
57 and proud of it.
How does it feel? You're getting some kind of, a different kind of recognition now. How does it, tell us about that?
I mean, it's kind of surreal, but I've always felt like I could, do more than... I always thought I was capable of more, and so I was really excited to get this opportunity, and that Gia saw the documentary, and she could weed through the nonsense and kind of see, oh, there's a woman who's aching to express herself, bursting at the seams to express herself as an artist. So thank God she saw that, because now I feel like I've been able to do something, put some of my life somewhere, and, not to be dramatic, but it changed my life. It completely changed my life.
Yeah. This performance, every look, every close shot of your face, I could feel everything and find it in my own existence. It was so profoundly powerful, your performance. You really, I can't imagine that you could get a shot that fits you so well like this. This might be like the role of your lifetime. It was phenomenal.
Well, thank
Beyond
you.
words, but...
I can't wait for people to see it.
You really have.
Friday.
Everyone has to go see it. You play a Las Vegas showgirl who finds out, even in that scene, that the show is closing.
Yeah.
She struggles, like any of us would, with what do you do next? Your son, Brandon, produced this and brought the script to you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What did you love about this story?
Oh, when I read the script, I could hear the voice in my head. I could see exactly how to play this and how to be this. And I thought, this is so important that I have. I loved all the nuances. I loved the relationships between the women, the different generations of women hitting the same crossroads, and what that looks like, and just the mother-daughter story. So much about it felt really interesting to me, something that I could transform into, that I could use my life as a jumping off point.
Well, I loved this movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen in years. You were magnificent. And what stuck with me is this could kind of be applied to women in any fields. There were parallels that I felt to my mom, where at a certain age, your career, your industry could feel like it discards you, even though you have so much left to give. Was there anything that specifically you related to in this role?
Well, I just think that it's about reinvention. And I think that it's a hopeful film, because I think Shelley will always be bedazzled from head to toe. I mean, I have aunts and my mom, and everybody is just, it's not about, happiness is a choice.
Yes.
And I do think that it's very, I don't know, to have that kind of nostalgia about the past, and that's what I really loved about her too. Is she was, it's from France, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be. It's really important, this art form. And I met a lot of the Jubilee dancers as I was making this film, and just heard from them and their pride in this art form, and how the Showgirl is the icon of Las Vegas, but it doesn't exist anymore. I mean, Vegas is so, out with the old, in with the new, down with the Tropicana, up with the Sphere. I mean, so there's a lot of This movie was shot in 18 days.
Wow.
We shot it on film. The stakes were high, but I love the analog digital part of it because it's kind of subliminal. It's about, the nostalgia of the past. So there's so many elements to it that are nice, and I'm so happy we get to see it on a big screen because the Autumn Dural, who was the cinematographer, made specific lenses, like, they're anamorphic lenses that have this little blur on the edge that really focuses in on the talent, and those will never be used again. So you can really only pick up on that on a big screen and, instead of your phone, so.
I echo everyone. It's a beautiful movie as well. So thank you for explaining that. One of the things that struck me was that, thank you. See, she's a girl. Thank you. And you look beautiful, and I'll be 57 this year as well.
Wow.
So
Wow,
thank you for
gorgeous.
doing it so gracefully.
I like how you both decide to tell your age all of a sudden.
I mean, it is what it is. What's the alternative, right? The alternative is a lot
Is
worse.
shut your mouth.
Well, the movie does deal with aging in the entertainment industry and the impossible beauty standards that exist. And you made a lot of news in 2023 when you attended Paris Fashion Week with no makeup. I'm shocked that it made so much news, but it just did. And since then, you've made a decision to wear little to no makeup in public. This has resonated with so many women. It resonates with so many of us because we get made up every single day.
But we don't want to scare the public.
But TV is different. I mean, TV and film, it's fun too. I love makeup. I love being glamorous too. But I love, there's a time and a place. And if you're running around, and I just think in my personal life, I'd rather not wear makeup. But I love getting all dressed up too. But I also feel like on red carpets, if I can do a red carpet or I can do the cover of a magazine with no makeup, I think that it does send a good message to young girls because we're looking at we're looking at our Instagram photos and thinking, why don't I look like that? Well, there's many
None
reasons.
of us do.
And so I think that, it's just as long as you can embrace yourself, who you are, then the rest is just fun. Instead of it being like, it's so important.
An expectation.
Well, you can also shed the vanity when you're playing a character in a film and all that. And Jamie Lee Curtis, who was in the movie with you, she was terrific too.
fantastic.
Just as good as you. Both of you were great.
Thank you.
And how was that working with her? She's a friend of the show.
She's a friend of. She's the friend of every woman. She is really a champion of women.
I didn't even recognize her at first. I said, "Who is that with the crazy hair?"
Yeah, the hair.
And that's such
and
a
she shows her
compliment.
body at her age. Very, very.
Right.
No ego involved there.
She insisted on that. She wanted to show, like in that locker room scene, how many layers and what it takes to hold those bodies together at a certain age. And she's great. She's fearless, and she's such a. I was terrified to meet her, and then I met her, and she grabbed me by the shoulders and looked me in the eyes and said, "I did this for you." And just really so wonderful. And so, then now I feel like I've known her for life. But that was
now
a
you
lot
owe
of
her
fun.
big time.
We all owe her. She's wonderful.
Well, you are a legend. You're legendary, and it strikes me that you don't even realize it because for Halloween, Beyonce released a video for her song "Bodyguard," and she dressed like you in most of your iconic looks, right? She's got Baywatch, she's got barbed wire, she's got the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards. When you saw this, what was your reaction?
I didn't even know she knew who I was. I was even alive. So this was like a great compliment.
Everyone knows.
I hope maybe Shelley, the last Showgirl, will be a costume next year. That would be a fun one to wear. Because those Bob Mackie costumes, those they were museum pieces, and some of the actual costumes had women's name tags still in them. So I felt when I got to wear those, all those women that had wore it before me, I felt like they were with me, and it felt like magic in the costumes.
I have to ask you this one thing. So in Sacha Baron Cohen's movie about Borat, he's searching for Pamela Anderson. The whole movie is his search for Pamela. Did you enjoy that whole thing, that homage to you like
I
that?
think that was sweet. I remember he called me, and then he was following me around everywhere. I remember on my TV series I did Stack, they were like, "Is that Sacha Baron Cohen in your dressing room?" I go, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on." He was like doing research or something. And then
He is hilarious.
He's hilarious. And so that was fun. And he actually won, I think, a Golden Globe for that. So that was kind of funny.
Wonderful.
He called me from there. I
Very
was like,
funny. I'm looking for Pamela. And we want to thank Pamela Anderson. The last Showgirl is in theaters today.